Hi everybody, and welcome back. Today I'll be opening a second booster box of Obsidian Flames. I did start to open it, and then of course the camera froze, but fortunately it froze early enough that I didn't even finish unwrapping it. So, hoping for more Charizards today. Of course, who isn't? But we'll see. So, I have one of the four Charizards. I did confirm that there are four. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, my goal is to get the other three. I mean, I want one of each. So we'll see how that goes. So, sorry, this cat. He's a pain. So, new equipment is on the way for the forward-facing camera instead of the top-down camera. So working with what I have for now, it should be here, I want to say tomorrow. But with all of the cards that I have, let me adjust this angle here. With all the cards that I do have, I kind of want to be able to do content frequently enough for you all. So just waiting for the new content, and I haven't had the time to fiddle around with anything special yet, transitions and all that. So still working on the whole music situation too, and all of that. Ooh, it's a nice one to start our day with. Let me get this in focus for you. That's honestly probably one of the best Gloom artworks that I've ever seen. I'm not usually a fan of Gloom. It's weird because I like its first form and I like its last form, but it's just usually, not a favorite of mine. So, good way to start off though. Let's see. Nope, these packs are still gonna give me a hard time. So, cutting them it is. So, if any of you haven't seen the first video, go check that out. We do pull a Charizard in that one. So, hoping for that kind of luck again. But also, if you are a fan of PSA graded cards, I do have a couple of videos on that as well. My first two lots that had come in. And then I will hopefully get enough good stuff out of this to send out a third lot. That'd be the goal. Hopefully I get a lot of things worth doing. So, and like I said in my last video, if you haven't seen it, I do, or I am just going to give out the codes first come, first serve to that. I don't use them, so there's really no point of me holding on to them. So free for the taking, obviously first come, first serve. But, give it a try. Maybe nobody wants them, nobody cares, who knows. So eventually someday too, I'll be doing like actual giveaways and stuff. Once the channel has enough, traction, so it's not like the same, couple of people over and over again that keep winning type deal. But once the channel's big enough to be able to do that and sustain that, then 100% gonna do that too. But I want to try to figure out ways to make it a little bit different than how you would see it on the big guys. So they all kind of do it the same way type deal, and I've got some ideas on how to kind of spice it up a little bit. So still kind of playing around with that. I've got some time, so. Gita. Got so many Gitas last time. Definitely seems to be a very popular go-to in these packs, one form or another. But they did make a lot of Gita forms. So, alright. So, those of you that have seen my last video, leave a comment below what your favorite pull was from the last video, and then at the end of this video, do the same. let me know what your favorite poll of the day is. I do like this Sizor with, I would think that's another Sizor in the background too. But I do like that artwork. It is one of his better artworks too. So, anyway, so what do we have in the way? We have the front-facing mount for the better card angle. What else is on the way? I do have some stuff to continue to set up the office in the back, get rid of kind of that mess and stuff. So I'm working on turning a part of my basement into my store instead of it being like my office slash man cave slash store. So it's kind of a slow process for the amount of time that I can spend doing that, but eventually I'm gonna have a couple different walls in here. So there'll be a Pokemon wall, which will probably be this wall, and then you can't see really this wall yet because of all of the card part cutting it off. But once I have the forward-facing camera, that whole angle thing won't be there. So you'll actually see, you can see it a little bit right there. It does have some retro consoles and then a whole bunch of mess, but that'll all get cleared up too. So I'll have a console wall, and then you can't see it again because it's cut off, but my game collection, which is steadily growing, it's pretty sweet in my opinion so far. That'll be kind of that wall, and then the other wall probably be like an odds and ends collectibles type deal. But eventually I'll take you a tour through the I don't even know what to call this room now. I mean, it's not really gonna be an office anymore. It's kind of a man cave, kind of not. So, we'll see. I need a cool name for this room, I guess, now. I do like Entei. Entei just does not get enough cool cards. I mean, he ends up with, like, regular hollows or, you know, reverse foils or something. But, honestly, like, they really downplay legendaries in the cards. I mean, it's all about Charizard and all of that, but it's just not, I don't know. Like, see, I mean, a mythical, and it's just so basic. I mean, don't get me wrong, the artwork's nice, but it's certainly not like the old sets where legendaries were, you know, super awesome. It was like, oh my goodness, I had this, I had that. But I don't know. That's just me, I guess. Alright. So I do want to kind of speed through the commons. At this point, pretty much everybody... See, there he is again. At this point, pretty much everybody has seen most of the commons and uncommons and all that by now, and the regular foils and all that. So, I mean, we're hunting for the good stuff and kind of striking out so far, except for a couple. But we shall see. I don't know. I had a good feeling about this box when I grabbed it out of the 5 remaining. So, that's interesting. Yeah. Just like it had like an extra reverse foil in it. There was a couple back to back. Alright, we've got to be coming up to some good stuff soon. I mean, we're almost halfway through the box. Alright, I'm getting excited here. Ooh, a gold card. Artisan. The Zon of Art. That's a pretty cool looking card. At least it's not an energy. Half the time I end up with gold energies. Actually more than half the time. Probably 2/3 of the time. But that is a very nice looking card. For sure. Nice. So far that's our highlight. But we still have a little bit more than half of this box left. And so far, I am impressed with the cameras. They have not let me down. Oops. There we go. But I will pick up the pace on the commons a little bit. So besides opening up these packs, I do have some of the Elite Trainer boxes come in, so I'll do an unboxing video of that when they come in, just so you can see all the cool things that's in there. Also have some of the 151 already pre-ordered. Ooh! Dragonite EX, aka Dragonite in a little crown, because everything in this set seems to have a little crown for its Terraform. That is such a nice looking card though. Dragonite, definitely one of the favorites too. Definitely one of the favorites. I mean, realistically, he's like a pseudo legendary anyways. That's kind of what everybody refers to him as, right? So in most games, it's just in half the games he's better than the legendaries that are in it, right? So alright, this pack marks half the box. So we're doing okay so far. It started to heat up a little bit, so hopefully we can keep this fire streak going. So as we're going through this, those of you that are new viewers that haven't seen my content before, thanks for joining us. I am primarily focusing this channel on card packs for now, but there will be kind of a second section that I will be doing too. I'm going to call it like 20-minute games, something along that line. I'm not set on a title yet, but the camera's kind of freaking out there. Oh, that's weird. My face froze, but my hands haven't. Hold on here. Let's see what's going on. Let me see if I can fix this. It's weird that only one froze this time. And then I'm gone. Alright, let's try it this way, I guess. Interesting. Let's see here. Sorry about this. Alright, and welcome back to the part that you missed, which was me getting really frustrated with this setup. Don't know why it freezes occasionally, and I have to completely reset it all, but hopefully that ends up getting fixed in the near future, because this is obnoxious. So, anyways, don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the whole 20-minute game thing that I want to do. Since I have literally thousands of games between Steam and other things, I want to do like the first 20 minutes of each game. Since I do reviews on Steam and stuff anyways, and I usually will include some gameplay. That way people can decide, you know, if they like a game, if they're interested or whatever before purchase. So I was thinking about doing that, but more as like kind of a little sampler, and just start going through the massive catalog and, you know, kind of just setting it up, creating characters if that's the kind of game it is, or, you know, checking out a map or whatever the situation is. Just kind of going from there. So still kind of playing around with how I want to do it, and certainly need all of my hardware or software to be kind of reliant to begin with anyways first. So gonna kind of master one thing first before I get into that. So working out all the camera angles and the lighting and all that sort of stuff. Working out how to make some sort of, God, that's like the 5th Entei. Some sort of like, I don't know, intro, outro type deal. I know this program that I'm using has music that is, I don't know, YouTube legal, so to speak. So just kind of going from there. Kind of, I want to enhance what I'm already doing before I go and do other things. So, but those are kind of big plans down the line type deal. So. But anyways, let's hope that the cameras at least work the rest of this video. It's the first time that one has froze and the other hasn't, so it's a step in the right direction, I guess. I mean, it doesn't feel like a big step, but hey, it's 50% better than it was, at least. So yeah, we'll see. I have a feeling it's some sort of software issue, and I don't know. I'll have to figure out kind of what is causing the trip up, if the settings are too high or too low, or what. So we'll see. But got a few packs left, so I'm hoping that we heat back up now that I've gotten sidetracked with these cameras. These packs are certainly stronger than they usually are, which is nice, but it seems like they also seem to damage the cards more frequently. Little nicks in the corners here and there, tiny little folds and stuff. I don't know why, but it just seems to be more common with this newer generation. I don't know if it's happening when they're being printed. I don't know if it's happening when it's being packaged, but it just seems like with each generation, cards are slightly more and more damaged than in previous sets. Way back when, you could open a pack and everything was pristine. But cards, I think, were also slightly thicker back then, too. That's how it seems. It seems like they've definitely... They're still the same dimensions, but I feel like the quality overall dipped a little bit. I mean, even... It's hard to tell with the right angle here, but even the cards start to seem kind of, you know, washed out, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, all of these corners are just... It's impossible to find a card that doesn't have white corners anymore, really. Like, to get a PSA 10 now, you have to get, like, 10 PSA 9s first. It just seems like... I don't know, like, it's just... It's almost like they do it on purpose. So that way you just can't grade out a 10. It's like they're intentionally reducing the amount of 10s that are possible. I mean, I doubt they would manufacture it that way realistically, but I don't know, it just seems like it, I guess. And I froze again. I don't get it. If any of you are familiar with hardware, software, all of that, and you could help out as to why it's freezing so much, it would certainly be helpful. I certainly always freeze in a weird way. Ooh. Cleffa. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that this family line is one of my favorites. I like the little shooting star in the background. It's very